it just means so much to me. Oh, I'm gonna wag my tail.
First, a little side note. The side note is, if you don't want to watch this entire video, then I highly recommend you to go in the description and look for the blog I made on Amino, which I will link in the description. This blog is basically exactly what I'm going to tell in this video. Just read it if you don't want to watch this video, but still want to make meat. Hello everyone, welcome back in a brand new video of PDP. Yep, that's me. This informative video will be about how to organize Therian Meets, because I've had a lot of requests and a lot of questions about, hey PD, how do you organize those meets, or how could I organize this meet, or how could I find this meet and stuff like that. Now, how do you kind of start? You can't be really like, oh, go this day and this place. If you choose a date and a place before even having anyone who can go, you will result in no one can go. So the first thing you have to do is kind of try to create a local community, or try to create a group chat or place that you know where a lot of local Therians are, so you can kind of have a place to promote this Therian meet in, so you have people who can go to the meet. If you don't have any locals, you don't have anyone who can go to the meet, so you first have to find the locals to be able to organize the meet. And then you have to talk to those people, maybe create a group chat and try to communicate when will you go, when are you able to go, what would you like to do, where would you like to be. And depending on this you choose a place and an activity, and then you kind of can, with the help of Doodle, with the Doodle you can choose a few dates and you send this link of the Doodle to your community, like the place where you know locals are and locals can attend. You promote the Doodle so that people can fill in their name and vote on the days they can go. You can choose like the best day for your meet. You see how many can go a certain day, and then you go promote your meet. You say this place, this date, keep lists of who go and who want to go and who will take what on spot. You try to keep everything together, because we're humans and we tend to forget. So it's not really handy if you forget someone is going and they end up at the train station and you forgot we have to take them from the train station to the park, so they're like sitting there for 2 hours waiting for you, but you're not showing up. That's not really handy, and besides that being handy, you can get in trouble with parents or friends of them, and we don't really want in trouble, do we? What I also highly recommend is to get phone numbers of people. Now, be aware that it's illegal to collect any information of anyone under the age of 18 without parental permission, so you might want to ask parental permission or call with their parents or stuff like that, depending on if you want to be thrown in jail or not, or really care about it or not. I want to be able to contact someone, because if you say you have a list of anyone who is attending the meet and you're waiting at the train station for people to arrive, but one is not showing up, what will you do? Will you wait 3 hours not being sure they will or won't attend? Or will you just like go on and start with your meets? So if you don't know if someone is attending or not, it's handy if you just have a phone number to call them, like, hey, where are you? Are you going? When will you be here? Another thing is to somewhere warn people that you are not responsible for any broken bones or lost items. Maybe it's pretty normal and logical that you're not responsible, but parents don't really think that way. They're just mad that they broke their leg. They're just mad that they lost their bag. So I highly recommend to write somewhere in a blog where you're advertising your meet that you're not responsible for any loss of items or people or broken bones. And related to that, I also recommend to have rules. Like, for example, rules around cameras or taking pictures, because privacy, and maybe have some rules around if you're allowed to bring food, if you're allowed to wear gear, because not every public place is suited for gear. If you have to pay something like an entrance or not, what that means, what organizers of the meet. Another tip is to check the weather. It might sound stupid, but if you're going to walk in a forest or in a park and it's raining and storming, you might want to know up front that this is happening, and maybe have even a plan B, a plan C of an indoor activity or another place to go to. Another handy tip if you're organizing or attending a meet is don't go alone. Or don't meet any people you have never ever seen before. I'm organizing a meet. It's pretty obvious that not everyone is known. Yeah, I know, but just be sure to have at least one friend along or parent to Skype talk with the people you're meeting. Ask for a picture, ask for maybe a badge that they can wear with their name, so you're sure who is who and stuff like that. Because not everyone online is safe and harmless. There are very harmful people out there, especially if you're young, and that's why I don't recommend organizing any meets under the age of 16. A recap. 1. Find the local Therians. Without Therians, you cannot hold a meet. 2. Check with those people what is possible, what isn't possible, which days, which activities. 3. Depending on that info, you write the blog thing with the place and activity chosen by the people. And 4. Advertise this place. Advertise it online, on Amino, on Therian Guide, anywhere you can really to gain maybe more people. 5. Create doodle with the dates and stuff like that to choose the most suited date for your meet. 6. Depending on the date with the most people who can attend, you choose the date and you have your dates. You advertise your date in the blog thing and you make sure everyone knows which date the meet will be on. 7. You check with the transport of people, you check if everyone can get to the meet, if there are problems, you solve the problems like carpool or transport stuff things. 8. You check the weather and you see that everyone is dry and safe and there's no storm. 9. You write down lists of who is attending, who isn't attending, what you'll do, where you'll be. Just write everything down in case you forget and check with phone numbers. And 10. Have fun and be safe. Have fun with your meet, be safe, don't be alone, and just, I know if it's your first meet, really take some extra safety and rules and stuff like that. That's the basic thing how you organize a meet. Now be aware that organizing meet is never something you suddenly can do. It's not something that happens out of nowhere. It always has some trouble. Don't get dragged down by those things. I mean, in the end of this year, I have probably organized 7 meets. So I got quite a lot of experience, and depending on those 10 plus meets, I can tell you that nothing goes as planned at the end. Fun is more important than organization. Organize meets for unitement. Get people together, organize a fun day that everyone can enjoy. Unite, that's my goal with Therian Meets, and want that to be your goal as well. So yeah, I hope you will organize the meet, or maybe attend the meet, or find the meet somehow. It's truly worth every single bit of effort, because yes, organizing meets takes a lot of hours and sleepless nights and stress and crying, blood, sweat and tears. It's truly worth everything, because the most amazing days in my life are the days I spent with other people, including meets. If you still have any questions about meets and how to organize them, or maybe about something else related to it, comment section down below and I'll play as many comments as possible. Have a lot of fun, organize a meet, see you soon, have a plushie. Woof, PD!